everybody, how's everybody doing? It's time for another exciting video from RK Loves Gadgets. And today I want to show you this pretty interesting keyboard. It's a Casio TA-10 stereo cassette keyboard. Now this has quite an interesting story behind it. I saw this video on YouTube last month. I think it was last month, or maybe the end of May, beginning of June. I saw this video uploaded by the YouTube. There's a YouTube user that I know called the 8-bit guy, but he also has another YouTube channel. He also does another channel called 8-bit keys, and on this channel he does videos about keyboards and mostly like small keyboards, or what he calls toy keyboards and stuff like that. And he's really, the videos are really interesting, and it is quite clever what you can do with them, because what he does, he talks about the features, and he also talks about he takes them apart, and he talks about the different circuitry inside them, and sometimes he talks a little bit about its history, like when it was made and stuff. And he demonstrates what they do as well, and he talks about what the sounds are like and stuff like that. And he can do really clever things, like he can do line out modifications and stuff like that. So he can with that done, he could record, play a song, and he can do what he calls multi-track recording. So I guess that he records different parts of a song, and he stitches it together with Audacity or something like that. And one of the videos that I saw on this 8-bit keys YouTube channel is that he had one of the videos I saw was a Casio TA-10, a bit like this one, and it was quite interesting because not only is it a keyboard, but it's also, check that out, it's also a cassette player. And I've never heard of a keyboard like this before, so I decided to get one for myself. So I had a look on eBay, and after a couple of attempts I managed to find one. So I think it took about maybe 2 attempts before I actually found one. The first attempt, the only one I could find was in the US, and it was, obviously it was going to be a bit expensive with the shipping cost on top of it. But then on the second try, I found one in the UK, which was okay. It was only about 59 quid, or £59, and plus free postage. And it had its original box, but the box it was in wasn't in a very good shape, and it came with the instructions, but they also weren't in a very good shape. They were kind of quite screwed up and stuff, so I unfortunately had to get rid of those. And it also came with a microphone, so you can plug a microphone into this. But the microphone didn't work. I've kept the microphone, but it doesn't really work, so I'm not sure what to make of that. So if the 8-bit guy is watching this video, he might find this quite interesting. So looking at this, you've got the keyboard. It's got 32 mini keys. They're quite, they are quite small. And you've got all these buttons over here. This has 25 instruments, and it's got quite a number of ribbons, and it's got 3 drum pads here. And you've got the tempo control, and there's a demo button, and then over here is the on-off switch, and the volume control, and the tape deck with your play, rewind, fast forward and stop, eject, and back. There's the power input and the microphone port, as I said, and of course it has a battery compartment. It takes 5 AA's, and it's made in Thailand, and pretty neat. I think it says it's pulse wave something like that, I'm not sure. I love the way it's all like, I love the design of it, it's like all curved, you know, curves round at the back. I guess they did that so you could, I guess they did that so you could make room, so they could make room for the tape deck. So yeah, you can see that there's only 4 buttons on the tape deck. It doesn't, you can't record anything or anything, and yeah, 8-bit guy said on one of his 8-bit keys videos that he found it a bit confusing because it has a microphone port, but you can't record anything on the cassette. Now, I think the idea behind that is so maybe you could, you know, plug a microphone in. No, you could probably use any microphone with this as long as it has a 3.5mm plug. You could plug a microphone into it and sing along to your favourite songs on the cassette, or as an option you can play along to it on the keyboard as well. So I'm just going to turn the keyboard on, just put the volume up a little bit there, make sure it's not too loud. So there you go, it's on. It's even got a red light. There's even got a steady LED there to indicate that it's on. So and it's only got two notes polyphony there. It's got some pretty good sounds on it though. I particularly like, I quite like the electric piano sound. There you go. And I've heard that this is used as I've heard that this is called like a quinary number system because it's got 5 number buttons, so it's got 25 instruments, but you can see that it's only 0 to 4 as opposed to 1 to 5. So you've got some pretty good sounds on here. So it's honky tonk piano, and I quite like some of the synth sounds on here. So that's quite a nice sound, and I'm not sure what you call this one. And this one's quite interesting. I don't know if that's twinkle echo or something. It does have some kind of echo to it. And I like this one. This one apparently it's called a wall voice. I'm not sure not sure what that is. Some sort of synth sound. Now, some of you who may have been familiar with the Casio SA-9 that probably came out in around the 80s, the sounds on it are very much the same. They sound very much similar. And that's a sample whistle by the sound of it. Yeah. Yeah, and you notice that if you are familiar with the Casio SA-9, that when you press these buttons it makes the same click sound as well. Okay, and also the ribbons are the same as well, same ribbons as the Casio SA-9, and selecting them is also very much the same. So you just press this button here, and you press one of the white keys to get standard drums. So that's one of them. And if you press this button again, I think it might be select or something, you can press one of the black keys and you can get what they call super accompaniment. There's a number of them there. So each key has a different rhythm. I especially like on the super accompaniments. you can, I like the slow rock. Kind of sounds a bit like, kind of reminds me of the rhythm to Heart and Soul. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. And you've also got a demo button. It only plays one demo song typically, and that's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I love the way it plays that, because it, it plays, it uses like 3 different sort of styles there. And like I said, one thing I forgot to show you is and I like that you've got the tempo button here. I like the drum sounds as well. Like I said, you've got these manual drum pads here. Now, yeah, the one problem is that they don't have a, I don't know why they designed it like this, because you've got a snare drum and so that's your snare and that's your cymbal. It doesn't really sound like a cymbal though, it doesn't sound very... But then you've got this thing, yeah. Right, I want to show you the cassette player. I'm going to use this cassette here. This is a cassette I'm going to be using. Put the cassette in like that, and then press play. And then see it playing the tape. There you go. Plays really well. Everything on it works really well. All the buttons work really well, so rewind works. And it also fast forwards reasonably well as well. So yeah, works really well, plays tapes really well, so that's handy. Things just pop up quite a bit as well, you notice. Yeah, it bounces a bit, especially the cassette. Yeah, so yeah, it is quite a neat keyboard. I really like it. It's pretty decent for the money. Like I said, the box, it did come with the original box and the original instructions, but they were in a bit of a mess, so I was unfortunately had to get rid of those. And the microphone didn't work. But yeah. So yeah, it's pretty neat what you can do with it. You could sing along to the tapes with the microphone, or you can play along to it with the keyboard. So yeah, hopefully that will clear up a bit of confusion for the 8-bit guy, because I know he said he found it a bit confusing at the fact that it didn't have that you can't record and it has the microphone. So yeah. So yeah, I was quite I'll just show you that. Hold on again. Right, I've got this in the right way up. And then you've got your batteries, and this is where the batteries go. 5 AA's, I think. Let me just double check if that's right. Yeah, 5 AA's. I think this was made. I think what the 8-bit guy mentioned that I think he found out it was said that it was made in 1992 because it had a date code inside. So yeah, so I guess it was probably about 1992. You know, probably might have been made because I know I've heard that some things are probably made a year later in the UK. So I don't know whether this was made maybe a year later or whether this was exactly made in 1992. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There's not much else to demonstrate on it. So I think that should pretty much cover what I want to show. As you see, it's got 2 speakers there, one on each side. I like the feel of the speaker grills there as well. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. If you want to know, if there's anything you want to know more, feel free to post your questions in the comments. And yeah, I think that's about it. So hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on push notifications to keep you up to date whenever I upload a new video. And as always, see you all very soon, and stay safe.